It's 12 noon, and it's time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Wednesday afternoon, February 22nd, 2017. Good afternoon, buddy. I am Peter Wiggins, and I have your new news on this Wednesday afternoon, February 22nd, 2017. Here, top 3 of the noontime hour is the Trump administration on Tuesday released a pair of memos outlining aggressive enforcement of immigration laws, potentially resulting in millions of deportation to the White House, puts some money beyond policies. Cannonball, North Dakota. The last people remaining in the Dakota exit pipeline protest camp prayed and set fire to handle of rude instructions on Wednesday hours out of a deadline set by the Army Corps of Engineers close to the camp. The Trump administration plans to roll back on protections for transgender students, reversing federal guidelines that require that the nation's public schools allow the children to use buffers and locker rooms that match their gender identities. The Supreme Court on Wednesday decided with a Texas ban on death row, given a chance to repeal death sentence. The court would 62 that the lower court when a day night Dwayne back the certificate of appealability he needs to. The footage of Harrison Ford's plane flying over the top of jetliner when 10 passengers shows just how close the Star Wars actually came to disaster during its controversial landing last week. The Vietnamese woman is suspected of the kill of North Korean's leader afterwards. A King singer whose Facebook page just featured portraits of pictures of parties. China responded Wednesday to the claims that have been building in the contested waters of the South China Sea, reiterating in its disputable sovereign rights over its islands and the sea and surrounding waters. A South African court has ruled that the country has been on the withdrawal from its international criminal court that is unconstitutional and invalid, and a stark rebuke to the government of President Jacob Zuma. Reykjavik, Iceland. Iceland's president's strong views on pizza has caused an international stir. Gudni Johansson discussed the research to find out about pizza to Iceland high school students last week. Abigail Williams and Liberty German Indiana State Police has for his Indiana Pennsylvania on Wednesday. Authorities in Indiana Wednesday released a 103-word audio clip extraction from video found on the phone of a 14-year-old girl who was found murdered by her friend last week. When 19-year-old Ashley Harker left a late shift in the mall Saturday night, she expected a routine walk out into the parking lot with her co-workers in a safe haven and a quiet drive home. San Jose flooded the Coyote Creek floodwaters began to recede under Skirs on Wednesday, but thousands of San Jose residents remained evacuated from their homes, and the lanes in the major freeway was still shut down. Mexico said that it captured Hector El Gordo Arenas Salcedo, a suspect man with O'Hara's cartel who is one of the United States' most wanted fugitives. An Australian official said the United States must accept refugees from Manus Island and nowhere else Australia will not accept refugees held in Costa Rica. The deadly chemical used in an attack against Kim Jong-un's older half-brother was rubbed in the victim's face before he died in Kuala Lumpur. The Philippine Senate voted to proceed with an investigation of President Rodrigo Duterte's alleged ties to a so-called death squad. A poll showed 80% of Americans believe that the Night Amendment is good for a U.S. wall. 66% are aware that the country will enter a major war in 4 years. Russian security services were involved in an attempted assassination of Montenegro's prime minister in October, the Montenegrin special prosecutor said. Some GOP members of Congress faced at the time contentious town hall events in which they were put in question over the issues related to President Donald Trump. Americans see the President Vladimir Putin in a more favorable light than 2 years ago, mostly among Republicans according to the Gallup poll. A Gallup poll shows Americans this year have a more positive view of Mexico than they have since 2006, mostly through a surge among Democrats. White House press secretary is scheduled to give a daily press briefing to reporters at 12:45 p.m. Wednesday. Convicted killed. Dylan Whip visited a second block church in the night in 2015 and killed 9 people in the Charleston, South Carolina church, according to court records. Sales of homes in the city of Chicago jumped 9.3% and prices shot up 12.4% in the median $256,000 compared with $227,750 during the same month of the year earlier, according to Illinois realtors. Here's something that doesn't happen often. Amazon is offering a coupon code to all customers. Selling is winning top spot placement in the annual Harris Corporate Reputation Poll. Amazon announced Wednesday that it'll be thanking Lexus and Porsche tied for the top spot in auto information company J.D. Power's annual vehicle reliability study, but other Japanese, German, South Korean, American brands also scored extremely well. Frankfurt, Airbus expected to triple the number of Airbus A320 neo-film deliveries in 2017. Okay, look at that stocks now. Up 5.55 points at 27.55. SP 5 down 4.46 points at 20,360.92, and NASDAQ down 10.75 at 5.855.37. A SpaceX Dragon cargo ship packed with nearly 3 tons of supplies and boarded its rendezvous with the International Space Station early Wednesday due to a navigation software glitch, as NASA officials said. Flooding streams of water vapors known as atmospheric rivers, aka pineapple stars, being responsible for the worst coastal storm according to a new study. A giant woman with terrifying jaws that has caught researchers' eyes, the U.S. says. The huge extinct marine worms and new species known as science. A recent study shows that U.S. life expectancy could be on the par with Mexico and the Czech Republic by 2030. Although you may hold suspicion about your neighbor who feels that local stray cats, new research has found no link between one and feline and exhibiting psychotic symptoms. Imagine that you are pregnant, you are terrified, but you're not because you don't want a baby. You are in fact happily married and you don't want to been intended to start a family soon. IBM Watson has said in an announcement new partner in a new development at Elf IT conference Monday, but it reports that the company's voluntary partnership with the MD Anderson Cancer Center may have been put on hold as because they have stolen their thunder. Peter Childers time is now 12:05 on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a sports report here. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be taking on Anaheim Ducks. Game time 10:30 p.m. out at Anaheim, and the Northern ice hockey team on the final regular season game of the season taking on the Southern Black Knights at Brockton State Arena. Game time 7:30 p.m. Strip away the Lakers soap opera, then switch the change of powers. Really restore the things to the way should be. A skinny bus and manager tells the Lakers Cooper's heartwarming. With each passing year, the salary cap gets the most teams are given more money to spend each offseason withdrawal allows them to pay players and increase their large contracts. After Wednesday for off, the Lakers made a move for the future by trading 6-man Low Wilson and Marcus for Corey Burr and a first round pick. Houston had jersey belonging to the New England Patriots. Quarterback Tom Brady did disband after the team's Super Bowl 51 victory is valid 5,000 according to police report. The Patriots beat the Atlanta Falcons 34-20 February 5th at Energy Stadium in Houston. Peter Childers time is now 12:06 p.m. on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Beep! On the Commuter Rail, look again, and on the subway system, red eye trains express right lanes of the southbound service today. From Harvard is set to the speed restrictions, silver as well as express right lanes of the traffic on the ferries. They are looking at here. Okay, take a look at hours and byways of New England on this Wednesday afternoon, 95 southbound side, back on Fairfield on North, 95 southbound side, New England stretch, 91 in southbound side, a little around Middletown around Route 91, around Route 9. 84 on the westbound side of Louisville, Newtown, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side, about 257 in Springfield. 146 on the southbound side of Louisville, around the Mass Pike Gap in Worcester. Mass Pike on the westbound side of Louisville, around Route 128 in Weston. 24 on the southbound side, about 495 in Raynham all the way up to Route 44. 7 Expressway on the northbound side, about 3 in Quincy on the Mass Pike. 120 on the southbound side of Louisville, and the Denver Stretch. 95 on the northbound side of Louisville, 11 on the Neptunes up in New Hampshire. Main toboggan on the northbound, southbound side of Louisville after the Falmouth Spur up in Portland, Maine. And here's Autoway 59, the northbound side of Louisville, and 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal. Peter Childers time is now 12:08 on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a weather report here. And it's going to be a mild day on tap here. And expected to be another spring-like day tomorrow with 60. So you don't need a jacket both days because it's going to be spring-like. And take a look at radar and show some spotty rain showers around north central and east central portions of Long Island around Riverhead and off the Bridgeport, Connecticut. Okay, 7-day forecast that goes like this. But this afternoon, most of that's about 37 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour for tonight. Patchback up to 3 a.m. miles. Podcast about 35 degrees. Light variable wind. Thursday. Patchback before 8 a.m. miles. Most of that's about 63 degrees. Coming in southwest wind about 8 miles in the morning. Winds get outside 3 miles an hour for Thursday night. Mostly clouds below at 43 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour coming after the midnight for Friday. A slight touch of showers. Patchback about 38 degrees. Coming eastbound 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Transportation 20% Friday night at Chester Shots Bay after 2 a.m. Punchbag after 11 p.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds about 45 degrees. Transportation 30% for Saturday. Chester Shots before 11 a.m. Then Chester Shots after 3 p.m. Patchback up before 8 a.m. Wise. Mostly clouds about 63 degrees. Transportation 40% for Saturday night. Shots like May before 10 p.m. Mostly clouds about 39 degrees. Transportation 70%. Sunday, mostly clouds about 45 about 28 degrees for Monday. Putty Sunday the podcast about 43 about 28 degrees. And for Tuesday, Put that clouds about 44 degrees. In Taunton, it's fair and 53. Here in Nottingham, it's 56 and fair. And Mansfield, it's 53. And that's going to be for the Peter Chill Noon Spot on this February 22nd, 2017 on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm Pierce. Have a good afternoon and good positive day. See you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. I hope you all have a good afternoon here.